Rayguns and Rocketships. This is vintage science fiction book cover art by Rhiannon Hughes. Now, I did do a review of this. I thought, let's just do it again. I've just been rereading it. What an excellent book it is. Really the best. Lots and lots of great pics all the way through it. Now, there's 456 pages. It's from Korero Press, and it's really worth checking out. I'm not certain if it's still readily available, but you probably can find copies around the web, I'm quite certain. So let's just go through the book. Hardback, really great. Can't really remember how much I paid for it. About 20 odd quid, I think. And you get this lovely Kickstarter one. Let's just put that down out of the way. And let's go through the book. They are Korero Press, Rhiannon Hughes. He's done some other great books as well that I've thoroughly enjoyed. And you've got there all the various prices, 1 and 6, reasonably priced, all the different books as well. Badger Books, I love all those different companies, all the ones, Panther Books, Fantasy Books, and Curtis Books, and many others, I assume long gone. But you've got this lovely little introduction as well. Steve Holland, of course, who's done some brilliant books as well, forgotten authors, really excellent series of books to check out, but also many others as well. His ray gun, spat atomic fire. British science fiction, and this is what it is, British science fiction, just a whole range of it. Obviously it doesn't include everything. Is that ever possible? And there's definitely gaps where I think, would have been nice if this or that had featured, but so many great examples all the way through this book, and it's just beautiful. Lots and lots of these as well. Badger Books, all the listings, always fascinating. I would love to have seen more of those. You've also got Dune there, of course, Arthur C. Clarke, The Coming of Space Age. And then you've got some really early ones as well. And they give lots of details. So you've got here 1924, the art by Arthur Jones, etc. Probably very rare, very hard to find, maybe at bookmarks, I guess. And The Waiting World. And you've got there, I can't even read, Assault from Infinity, Chariot into Time, Alien from the Stars. And that's by R.L. Fanthorpe. And you've got some great pics. I think the pics all the way through this just absolutely amazing. So you've got Asteroid Man there, the synthetic ones by Lionel Roberts. Many of these I've seen over the years, not all of course, but they often turn up at, let's say, bookmarks, but also you could find them in loads of second-hand shops over the years. Lots of great ones that I used to go to in Reading and Maidstone and other places, and of course London. Imagine there's many other, of course, brilliant bookshops you can find these second-hand books. The Intruders, Atomic Nemesis, and so on. But come back to that in a sec. Just got a few other books I thought you might be interested in seeing. The Visual Encyclopedia of Science Fiction. This is a great one. Really, really good book. I probably should do a review of this one because this is probably my favourite book. I bought this years and years ago. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Always enjoy picking that up and a read through. This one's a really great one, though this isn't an original copy that when it came out, I did buy a copy of it. But this one, The Complete Book of Science Fiction. That doesn't have covers. It's just full of lists, but it's still great. I love a book of lists. You can't beat a book of lists. And it's just got every kind of list you could ever imagine about various science fiction. And also this, of course, many others as well. This one's the Science Fiction Illustrated Encyclopedia, John Clute. Really good book. And again, it's got lots and lots of covers all the way through it, as well as lots of pictures and various things. Now, there's many other ones like Weird Tales book. That's a really good one with covers. That's obviously the magazines. But you've got also, obviously, biographies as well. And also lots and lots of the books. Covers there and a bit of description, etc. So that's that one. And another one. Ooh, this is huge. This was made up, I think, about 2 or 3 books together. It's a huge one, The Art of Imagination. Very hard to turn the pages, but it's just full of tons and tons of brilliant examples of all the books as well. Oh, I had that one. Wish I kept that one. There's one book I think, Pocket Book of Science Fiction. Don't know why I ever got rid of it. It was really tatty condition, but wow, what a beautiful book that was. Bought this for 10 quid at the Comic Mart and absolutely love it. Did replace 2 other books I had. Back to this one. This, like I say, is absolutely great. I don't know where I'm actually starting now. Maybe I might have shown this already. The Sands of Time, The Interpreter. Dr. Jekyll and stuff. And I love that. That's always quite nice, isn't it? Look at that, sort of having that. But it's also replicated here as well, which I think was a lovely touch. So when I got it, I got this as well. It's brilliant. Always enjoy that sort of thing. Dark Andromeda, Beyond the Fourth Door, and many, many other paperbacks and books. Sleep in Armageddon, The Voyage of the Space Beagle, absolutely brilliant. A. Van Vogt, really love it. Double Star, Robert Heinlein. The Maid of Thoreau, The Fatal Law. I mean, some of these, it's got books, 1952, Curtis Books. It's got so many pictures all the way through. This Practical Mechanic. I think that's a magazine, isn't it? That's definitely the Ron Turner artwork. And also you've got Deadline to Pluto. Not certain I would head off to Pluto, but certainly Vanguard to Neptune, Colonists of Space. Just really great little covers. I mean, some better than others. The Authentic, of course, magazine that came out in the 1953. Apparently, I'm just looking at the dates there. And you can see, of course, it's got all the different people and many of the writers I can't say I've ever read. More authentic as well. Number 51, 50, so you can see it's going through there. Oh, 55, so perhaps includes all of them. Not going to say it does or not, but you can see lots and lots of these great covers. Dimension of Ilion. And again, many of these authors I've never heard of. Steve Future. I wonder if that's a real name. Tidbits Science Fiction Library. Wow. Remember Tidbits magazine, but I guess they had a science fiction library as well. The Plant from Infinity, Karl Marx. Mark Maris. Look like Marx. That would have been weird, wouldn't it? The Plant from Infinity. Not saying that's a great start. It doesn't even. Why did they put a picture of whatever it is, Andromeda or something, on the cover? Where's the plant involved there? And also Childhood's End, of course, classic books there. C.S. Lewis, The Prisoner in the Skull, and The Fittest. J.T. Mackintosh, I should say. 1 in 300, Last Terror-Filled Hours, a savage battle for the survival, tore the world apart. Again, Mr. Mackintosh there. And also Dark Side of Venus, This Planet for Sale. They just look great. Some are great. I remember lots of those ones. They were great. I always enjoyed those. The Four Square Science Fiction. Picked up stacks and stacks and stacks of those. All the Traps of Earth. I must admit, I loved a lot of the American covers as well. But the British ones always were fascinating as well. So obviously J.G. Ballard and all those ones. Obviously Penguin books are really good. Don't know if they're included. They might be included in here. But you've got here Isaac Asimov, of course. The Caves of Steel. No Place Like Earth. And The Mutant there. You've got some, obviously, Day of the Triffids. Those are super collectible. 1951. I assume that's the original version. And wow. Born of Man and Woman. Richard Matheson. Right. Best Science Fiction 2, and also that would be nice if they'd had all the best of science fictions and things, because there are lots of those sort of books. I, Robot, Brave New World, Star Maker. Saw that recently, 1937. I saw it at a bookmark. I thought, wow. And these ones, I love these old covers. These were just great. 1960s ones, 1965, 66, and quite often I sort of look around for these sort of ones, because these ones are definitely ones that I love. That look at that design there. It's got the Science Fiction Anthology, edited Brian Aldiss. Science Fiction, that's just great for that cover. Love that black and white effect. Done lots of those sort of effects myself in Photoshop and Illustrator. Oh, some more black and white as well as on the back. Love that blurry effect. Binary, John Rankin there. Actually, they're great covers. Where they are. Saliva Tree, SFBC. And also, those ones. I always enjoyed that blurry effect. The End of Eternity and Foundation Empire. Great covers. Really, really good. And then on to the back, and that is the book. I think it's just an absolutely lovely, absolutely brilliant book. Now, of course, you could always hope it's got 465 pages. I said 465 pages. Well, of course, it could have had 5 million pages, I'm quite certain, because there's so many science fiction books, British ones. But this does include an awful lot, and it's a brilliant book to check out. Paper quality is superb, really nice quality paper. Now, it's not very big. I mean, we're not talking, it'd be nice to have a huge one. But of course, the paperbacks, hardbacks, that's the sort of size. So why blowing them up even more. Obviously, some of the magazines and things obviously would have been have shrunk down a bit, though some, of course, probably digests, so maybe about the same sort of size as well. I think the quality looks absolutely great, really quite sharp, and that one looks like Hugh Waters there, Destination Mars. But it's great they've included magazines, though weirdly I don't see, I'm flicking through, there might be New Worlds. New Worlds is my favourite. Would have been great, every single cover of New Worlds, but I can't see. Oh, is there an index? That would be even better, wouldn't it, at the back? No, there's no index at the back. Oh, there's Rian Hughes. You see, you got Science and Fancy Art of Patrick Jones, J. Jones, excellent science fiction, all painting masterclass. Oh, that's from Korero Press. But logo a go-go and custom lettering. He's done a few more than that, I'm quite certain, for other people as well. Probably has that in the front, but wow. Brilliant book, really worth checking out. And you can see there, it's a nice quality. It's always nice stuff, that, isn't it? Just great. Nice little bookmark there, as well as the bookmark as well that came with that. So this is Rayguns and Rocketships. As I say, should be able to pick up copies reasonably easily, hopefully. I noticed it doesn't seem to be on certain sites. There's no copies there, but there must be other copies, I guess. I have seen it at Comic Marts as well, this one. So you see copies, the odd copy sort of there, sitting there. Hopefully at some point someone will pick this up because I think it's great. Like or dislike, always great to hear from you. Also some comments. Have you got any intention of buying this book? Do you love those sort of books? Do you love the other ones I've shown as well? Because sometimes I think those ones are just great. And do you know of any others? Of course, any new ones that come out. There was one that was going to come out, and I can't recall. I can't remember who it was from. Fantasy and the Science Fiction magazine one. And I thought, wow, that would be a brilliant cover book. But sadly, it didn't come out. Just any sort of fantasy magazine one would be brilliant to see. But sadly, obviously you can find them on the web, but it would be nice. So if you've got any information about any other book you think, you know what, that would be great to share, please put in the comments below.